Happy Friday, everyone, and welcome to Liberty Law Group's very first weekend Liberty Brief. For those unfamiliar with what a Liberty Brief is, it's a hallmark of military life. Before the weekend, a member of the command is going to gather the troops, remind them of their duties, talk about some specific safety concerns, provide some warnings, and perhaps dazzle them with a little colorful language prior to cutting them loose for the weekend. Now, this week's topic for the Liberty Brief is concealed carry in Nebraska. Now, y'all may be familiar with LB 77 and the recently passed Concealed Handgun Act. In fact, Seth Morris recently released a blog on this very page. I encourage you to check that out if you want to learn some more. But essentially what that act provides is that, other than minors or those prohibited by law, any person may carry concealed anywhere in Nebraska without a permit. Obviously, there's some exceptions, government buildings, banks, athletic events, schools, things like that. So make sure you have a full understanding of the act prior to going out and carrying concealed. What we're here to discuss specifically under the act is what to do when you're carrying and you encounter law enforcement or emergency service personnel. Now, since the passing of the act, law enforcement, they've been pretty diligent of citing gun owners for failing to inform them at the time that they're carrying. Read an article most recently that, suggests in the last week there's been daily citations, at least by Omaha police. So, what could you be looking at if you don't inform law enforcement? Well, for a first offense, you're looking at a class 3 misdemeanor, meaning you could get up to 3 months in jail and a $500 fine. And it only goes up from there. On a second offense, this goes up to a class 1 misdemeanor, which carries up to a year in jail and a $1,000 fine. And on third and subsequent offenses, now you're looking in the felonies, okay? And you can get up to 2 years in prison and a $10,000 fine. So it's important to know what to do. So what do you do? Well, it's as simple as saying this: Officer, I'm carrying a concealed handgun. You say that, and you've now met your obligation under the law. The officer or emergency service personnel can at that time require you to turn over your handgun, at least for the duration of the encounter. Do not resist this, okay? You have to allow them to secure your weapon if ordered. Otherwise, now you're looking at a completely separate crime. It'd be a class 1 misdemeanor to refuse, which, as a reminder, carries up to a year in jail and a $1,000 fine. Now, not to worry, as long as you've not done anything to get yourself arrested or you're not seen to be dangerous, they are required to return your handgun at the end of the encounter. And that's it for this week. Appreciate you sticking with us. This is Liberty Law Group's very first Liberty Brief. If you'd like to learn more about constitutional carry in Nebraska, again, go check out that blog post. You can find it on our website, libertylawnebraska.com. And that's it. Everybody have a great weekend. Stay safe.